Thankfully, there were no injuries and only water damage reported from a suspected arson at a local mosque. The Cinebistro shooter's trial begins, and the state ice hockey championships were held last weekend at Florida Hospital Center Ice.
Yes, there is a lot of news to report coming out of our area, and coming to you from the Florida Hospital Wesley Chapel studio, this is WCNT-tv, Wesley Chapel and New Tampa Television. I'm Gary Nager.
And I'm Susanna Martinez. Gary, with Tampa police investigators already ruling that the fire at the new Tampa Mosque on February 24th was intentionally set, those who worship at the mosque want to see the would-be arsonist brought to justice.
One thing that investigators haven't yet revealed, at least as of the date of this taping, is what information, if any, is available from the security cameras all around the Dar es Salaam Mosque, which is owned by the Islamic Society of New Tampa on Morris Bridge Road, just outside of the city of Tampa limits.
In the meantime, Pastor Dean Ruley and his congregants at the Cypress Point Community Church have opened up the closest church to the mosque, not only for a solidarity prayer vigil that attracted hundreds of locals later the same day the fire was set, but also for future opportunities for local Muslims to do their daily prayers at the church.
We will keep you posted with updates as they become available here on WCNT-tv, on ntneighborhoodnews.com, and in upcoming editions of the Neighborhood News.
The other big news story in our area is that the trial of Curtis Reeves, the former Tampa police captain who shot and killed a Land O'Lakes man in 2014 at the Cobb Theater at the Grove in Wesley Chapel Plaza, has begun.
Actually, Susanna, the first phase of the trial is a hearing expected to continue for about another week to determine whether or not Reeves will be able to use Florida's stand your ground defense for shooting and killing 33-year-old Chad Olson during the previews for a showing of the movie Lone Survivor at the theater. Last week, Judge Susan Barthel sat in the same seat in the same Cinebistro theater Reeves did to get a feel for the noise and lighting in the theater that day.
And again, stay tuned to WCNT-tv, ntneighborhoodnews.com, and the print editions of Neighborhood News for the latest info about the trial. And we'll have more news right after these words from Florida Hospital Wesley Chapel.
4 years ago, we opened a brand new hospital in Wesley Chapel. Now, the community has grown dramatically, and so have we. We've added more hospital beds, emergency rooms, and operating suites, as well as new services and physicians to better serve you. And soon, we'll open a new center for women's health. As we continue to grow, you can expect the same great award-winning care from Florida Hospital Wesley Chapel. Florida Hospital Wesley Chapel, inspired health for a growing community.
Welcome back to WCNT-tv. The coolest place in town, Florida Hospital Center Ice, has hosted its first state high school hockey championship tournament, and the host Wiregrass Ice Hawks made it to the finals on February 26th, only to lose 5-0 to Mitchell High and Newport Richey.
The final was a rematch of an exciting early round game between the teams, which Mitchell won in a shootout 5-4, with the only goal scored by Mitchell among 6 shooters.
I was on hand for the shootout, Susanna, and I was somehow able to capture this game-tying goal by Wiregrass forward Chris Petit on a rebound.
Unfortunately, the Ice Hawks top forward Adam Zimmerman and his father, coach, and rink managing partner Gordy were both tossed from the game before the shootout after delay of game penalty was called on Adam with 7 minutes left in regulation.
Zimmerman said afterwards that the penalty should not have been called and that he took one for the team after his top forward was given the 10-minute misconduct penalty. Bottom line, the tournament helped keep the site of the upcoming Taste of New Tampa and Wesley Chapel packed and rocking all weekend long.
Gary will tell you more about the nearly 50 restaurants now signed up to give away samples at the Taste on Saturday, March 18th, after Molly-Ann Ward's interview with this week's Greater Wesley Chapel Chamber of Commerce featured business segment with James Carner of TSYS Merchant Services.
But first, Susanna, I want to wish both you and Chamber CEO Hope Allen a happy belated birthday. For Hope's birthday, I wanted to submit a special entry into the contest being held by the Chamber's other current web-based video project, which is called Explore Wesley Chapel.
WCNT-TV's own Craig Miller of Full Throttle Intermedia also is producing the Explore Wesley Chapel videos, and Craig recently asked for people online to use 3 words or less to describe Wesley Chapel. And although quite a few ideas were submitted, we believe we have the winner.
In honor of Hope's birthday, I believe the best description of Wesley Chapel comes from the WCCC CEO herself, a phrase she uses quite a bit, and I've enlisted the help of the WCNT-TV crew to submit it for your approval. Watch this.
Wesley Chapel, it's fantastic.
Wesley Chapel, it's fantastic.
Wesley Chapel, it's fantastic.
Welcome back to WCNT-tv, and I'm Molly-Anna Ward. With me today is the James Carner of TSYS Merchant Solutions. Welcome to the show, James.
Thank you very much, Molly. I appreciate it.
So, James, tell me a little bit about TSYS Solutions and what do you guys do?
Well, TSYS Merchant Solutions is a credit card processing company. They've been in business a long time. They're the third largest credit card processing company in the world, processing over $7 trillion annually.
Why should companies choose TSYS Merchant Solutions?
Well, TSYS Merchant Solutions, we provide a wide variety of payment solutions for the small business owner to the multi-million-dollar merchant. In a wide variety of solutions and everything in between. Why should you choose TSYS Merchant Solutions over our competitors? There's three things. One, our rates, our customer service. But don't take my word for it. Check me out on Facebook. 95% of my testimonials are about my customer service. I have a passion for customer service. It's not always about the money. It's about the service that they need. Mm-hmm.
Now, you're a pretty active guy. Your face is probably recognized throughout the community somewhat, and you're active in the Wesley Chapel Chamber of Commerce. Can you tell us a little bit about your activity with the Chamber and also a little bit about what the Chamber has done for your business?
Well, I'm going on my third year as a Chamber member in the Wesley Chapel area. I'm also an ambassador to the Wesley Chapel Chamber of Commerce. I'm going on my second year now. The Chamber, what it's done for me and my business, there aren't even words, to be quite honest with you, the things that what the Chamber has done and what the community has done for myself, my family, and my business as well. I have met a wide variety of different people. It's been a blessing. It really has been a blessing. My business has gone from here to here in a matter of 2 years. The growth is phenomenal.
James, Gary tells us that you are also a Rotarian.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about your involvement with them?
At the New Tampa Rotary Club, I've been getting involved in several ways, helping my fellow Rotarians in any way that I can, helping Feeding America, it's helping the homeless out in the New Tampa area, donating time for handling out, for food donations, things of that nature, helping with the New Taste of Tampa as well.
And don't you also have a special project between you and your lovely wife, Sasha?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, it's a program that is near and dear to my wife, Sasha's, and our hearts. It's the New Leaps Academy. It's a school for special needs children in our area, and I believe it's the only one of our kind. I'm looking forward to introducing the program to my fellow Rotarians.
James?
Yes.
You have a distinctive voice.
Uh-huh.
Have you been told that before?
Yes. I wish I had a dime for every time I heard that.
Then you'd be a wealthy man.
Yes.
So what's the deal with this unique, deep, raspy voice?
I'm a one-of-a-kind original.
That is true. Very true.
It's been with me ever since I joined the military back in 1989. A lot of yelling, obviously, going through the military. So I've acquired that deep, harsh, raspy voice.
It's kind of like a drill sergeant.
Yes.
You've heard that too?
Yes, very much so. I probably could have been on radio in my past life.
Yeah, and you mentioned military service.
Yes.
Are you willing to share a little bit about your service?
I'm a disabled vet, served during time of war, during Desert Storm. Not much to say, just did my part.
James, thank you so much for joining us today. I've had so much fun talking to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, Molly.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we're back to you. This was James Carner with TSYS Merchant Solutions, and I'm Molly-Anna Ward.
Welcome back to WCNT-tv. I'm Gary Nager, and this is your Neighborhood Dining News. As we've been telling you for several months now, the Taste of New Tampa and Wesley Chapel is now only 2 weeks away. On Saturday, March 18th, noon till 4 p.m., inside the beautiful new Florida Hospital Center Ice off State Road 56 in Wesley Chapel. New restaurants and beverage providers keep signing up for the Taste, as we are now at 47 and still closing in on my ultimate goal of 50 for this 4-hour event. Among the newest newcomers are Pepin Distributing, which is also a sponsor of the Taste, Publix, The Wing House, The Brass Tap, and 2 dessert places, Menchie's Frozen Yogurt and La Berry Frozen Yogurt and Ice Cream Cafe, which will serve its new Working Cow ice cream, as well as other sandwiches and goodies. But you can see all 47 of the commitments we have, most of which also have told us what they'll be serving, and it should be awesome. That number 47 does not include 2 of the food providers who previously committed, who have had to pull out since then, Stonewood Grill and Tavern and the Private Chef of Tampa. Even so, we have so many great places included in this year's taste that those who have dropped out won't be missed too much. Most of the samples will cost you from 1 to 4 tickets per taste, with beer and wine samples from multiple providers costing no more than 2 to 3 tickets. And speaking of those tickets, please visit tasteofnewtampa.org to purchase yours at a 10% discount now before the price increase on Thursday, March 9th. The minimum order is $25 in taste tickets, but with so many great restaurants on hand, you'll want to purchase at least $50 for 2 people, especially if you want to participate in the People's Choice Award and name your favorite eatery. All of the money raised will be donated to the foundation of the Rotary Club of New Tampa, which is putting on the event, with a portion also being donated to the Greater Wesley Chapel Chamber of Commerce's own scholarship fund. And you can even pick up your tickets before the taste at a special early ticket pickup and fundraiser to be held at Chichio Cali in Tampa Palms on Wednesday, March 15th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Stick around and have a great meal, as 10% of the proceeds at Chichio's during that time will be donated to the taste. We'll have our final taste update in our next episode of WCNT-tv, which will debut on Friday, March 17th, the day before the event.
We are Gary
and Joyce with Gunter & Gunter Insurance.
We provide home, auto, business, and life insurance, and we use FTI for our advertising.
Full Throttle Intermedia provides custom advertising strategies that connects Gunter & Gunter with local customers.
FTI has been our trusted partner since we began in 2010 and has been right there with us as we help people manage their everyday risks.
FTI should be your source for advertising.
When you're ready to advertise on TV, radio, or digital, call Full Throttle Intermedia.
If you're looking for fun things to do in and around the New Tampa Wesley Chapel area for the next couple of weeks, we have some suggestions for you.
For example, on Saturday, March 4th, 8 a.m. till 3 p.m., check out the 2nd annual free Streetside Classics Classic Car and Truck Show just south of Wesley Chapel on Pett Lane in Lutz. Visit premiumcarshow.com for registration.
Also on Saturday, March 4th, from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., the ever-expanding Fresh Market at the shops of Wiregrass Mall will again shut down Paseo Drive for a few hours.
If you've never been to these twice-monthly open-air marketplace events of gourmet foods, organic produce, and local crafters at the mall, or if it's been a while since you've attended, all I can tell you is that I bought this amazing whole grain bread, the best organic green tea, and the coolest cleaning cloths ever at the last Fresh Market at the shops. Go check them all out.
For more information about the Wiregrass Fresh Market, visit theshopswiregrass.com. And meanwhile, on Monday, March the 6th, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., the Greater Wesley Chapel Chamber of Commerce presents its 4th annual golf tournament at Saddlebrook Resort and Spa off State Road 54 in Wesley Chapel. The cost to play is $125 for an individual or $500 for a 4-person corporate team. Those rates include lunch and more.
And on Friday, March 17th, noon till 2 a.m., check out the St. Patrick's Day Street Party at the Brass Tap in the shops at Wiregrass. Other big St. Patrick's Day events will be held at O'Brien's Irish Pub in the Wesley Chapel Village Market and at Mulligan's Irish Pub at the Pebble Creek Golf Club in New Tampa.
And of course, on Saturday, March 18th, from noon until 4 p.m., Gary just told you about all of the restaurants participating in the Taste of New Tampa and Wesley Chapel inside Florida Hospital Center Ice in Wesley Chapel. You can purchase your taste tickets online before the March 9th price increases at tasteofnewtampa.org. For WCNT-tv, I'm Susanna Martinez.
And I'm Gary Nager. Look for another special 6-page section devoted to the taste in the March 10th edition of the Wesley Chapel Neighborhood News, plus updated info on the Facebook pages for WCNT-TV and Neighborhood News and at ntneighborhoodnews.com.